Alright guys, we are going to do something that I've been doing for the last couple years, and I've had a lot of people request me do the video, the ingredient video. So we're going to do it finally, and it's because we just got back from Florida and I have 25 pounds of fresh mahi waiting to be consumed. So we are doing fresh fish tacos today, and it's going to be good, I promise. So there's a lot of ways to do fish tacos, right? What I've found when I go to these really good fish taco stands or whatever in like Florida or California, they have no flavor. To me, they don't. Anyways, so this is what you're gonna need to do Casey's fish tacos. So the first thing you're obviously gonna need is fish. Let me just tell you, like, fish tacos are 90% done with white fish. This is mahi, very common fish used in fish tacos. But let me tell you, I have used all sorts of fish. I've used trout, I've used salmon, I've used whitefish, and it all is very, very good. So this is mahi we just caught in Florida, but honestly, you can use any fish you choose. You're gonna need 6 to 8 limes, definitely a very important piece to the puzzle. 1 bundle of cilantro that you can get at your grocery store, and it's just 1 bundle, 1 grab. So normally I use 1 jalapeno to 2 jalapenos, depending on how hot they are. I cut this one open. I'm gonna use a half of 1 jalapeno because these things are strong. You're gonna need 1 red onion, chopped, cut up, looking fresh, looking good. You're gonna need 6 to 8 avocados. I have 6 in here. So this is what the base of the slaw is gonna be, and it is like a half of a head of green cabbage and about 1/4 head of red cabbage. I already cut it up for time purposes. You're gonna need a quart of sour cream. This is 1.5 pounds. You will not use that much. You are gonna need a little bit of red wine, and you're gonna need some tortillas. If you don't wanna stir your butt off, are gonna need some sort of blender where you're using the Ninja. And like always, you are gonna need some piece of Camp Chef attire. And we're gonna use this 12-inch skillet from Camp Chef to cook our fish. So honestly, there are a lot of ingredients, but this is a super easy recipe. There's a lot of ingredients because there's a lot of flavor, but this is a super easy recipe to do. The slaw and the sauce that is gonna cover the slaw is the most important part. That's the most time-consuming part, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So the first thing we're gonna do is add our avocados. And like I said, I have 6 of them here. And I'm gonna use my onion. Like I said before, usually I use 1 to 2. I'm gonna use a half of 1. And then I'm just gonna use about half of the bundle of cilantro in here. And now, like I said, one of the most important parts, key ingredients, the lime. And you wanna squeeze all this lime. We're gonna use 3 limes in this, maybe 4, depending on, these limes don't have too much juice coming out of them, so we might go maybe 4 or 5. All right, so now that we got all this lime squeezed, let me just say my fingers hurt now. We're gonna add just a little dash of red wine vinegar, probably about 2 tablespoons. And then the last ingredient is pretty important as well. It's just a big tablespoon of sour cream, maybe a tablespoon and a half for good measure, you know. And last thing, you're gonna want to spread this thing out. You want it pureed really well, so it's gonna take a while. And that is how it should look. So now we have all that blended up, and it came out a good texture. I like it little runny. That was a blade. We're not gonna wanna eat that, but you're gonna wanna put all this in the cabbage that you cut up earlier. Yeah, you don't want someone biting down on that in their fish taco. It's my first time cooking. My wife finally let me in the kitchen. Never gonna be back. She'll never allow me back. All right, so now the slaw is all stirred up, and I'm gonna tell you, add salt and pepper. Just do it to taste, but this is all stirred up, looking well covered. To be honest, it looks a little greener than normal. I think 2 more avocados this time, but Kaylee just tested it and said it was. So we're gonna set that aside. And like I said, that is your biggest time crunch right there, is the slaw. But the fish is the only thing left. And we're just gonna throw it on the frying pan for 4 to 5 minutes. And the thing is with fish, most people overcook it. You just wanna flash fry it on each side, and then it's good. So all I'm using is a little bit of oil, olive oil, in my Camp Chef cast iron. I would recommend cooking on cast iron when you do this, but there are a lot of different ways you can cook a fish for fish tacos. This is one, pan fry them, you can deep fry them, you can smoke them, which I would highly recommend. Like I said, I was just doing this for simplicity reasons, or you can cook them on a barbecue, and I've got this little Camp Chef barbecue out there I was going to use, but I'm out of gas, so this is one of my favorite ways. So, like I said before, it's not going to take long, like 4 to 5 minutes. I'm on actually I'm a little low right now. You want to be on a medium heat for 5 to 6 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes, but don't overcook it. I'll ruin fish really quick. There you go, guys. The fish is done. The fish came out looking amazing, and all I did was, like I said, I cooked it for about 4 to 5 minutes. I add blackening on both sides and a little bit of lemon. That's it. So I want to make my wife up one because she is the one that filmed this whole video, guys. So tell her thanks right now.
You're welcome.
She's pretty amazing. So all we do is put a little slaw in here.
Smells so good.
And when you go to restaurants, like fancy restaurants, they give you 2 big lumps of fish, and I hate that. I want mine like cut up, spread out throughout the taco, right? Is that how you want yours, hon?
Yes.
That's how I'm making it.
Exactly how I want mine.
So I'm just gonna cut up a few pieces here. I'm gonna lay it in here. What kind of hot sauce do you want?
Well, I want to add hot sauce, but I want to taste this first.
All right.
Without the hot sauce.
So no hot sauce on her first
no
one.
No hot sauce yet.
But I would recommend Tapatio or Sriracha.
I love
all
sriracha.
about Sriracha line.
Yeah.
And that's how it should look when you're done. Let's get the first taste test of the fish taco and see if we have a winner.
Here we go.
Honesty, I can take it.
Mm. Oh. So good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. So good.
Did you order them at a restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Did you pay $500 for them?
I would pay $5 million for them.
They're that good.
They're so good.
They're so good that Winston's playing basketball in the background right now. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have the whole recipe down in the description. It is a super easy recipe. Winston's still playing basketball, but that's okay. Anyways, you can use any fish you like. Honestly, you can use trout, panfish, salmon. Any fish, try it out. It's amazing. We've tried it on a bunch, and every time, it's been awesome. Thanks, Kaylee, for filming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I need 2 minutes of silence.
I'm gonna do what you did to me. Oh my God.
That's why it's really hard to film videos at home. My family's a bunch of smartasses.